Ryan here. I'm back today with a new video, and this one is all about how to keep your kids' rooms clean. I was a really messy kid growing up, and I hated it. My room was always a disaster zone, and I think that's why now I love to keep things like as neat and organized as possible. And these are the top tips that I've found to help out. So of course, I only have one kid, so I know it will get harder as there's more kids and more stuff in the house, but I try to keep things minimal and I try to keep things organized from the start, and I think it really helps. So at first I was like, wait, do I even have any tips to share? Because I just have one baby, so it's not really that hard to keep clean. But then I thought there's people that live by themselves and are really messy. So yeah, let's just get into it. Okay, my first tip is every time you do the laundry, before you put clothes back into the drawers or the closet, take out the ones that no longer fit and put those in a separate bin. I do this literally every time I wash my son's clothes. I look for things that are really too small for him or that I don't really see him wearing because the seasons are changing, and I put them in a little bin in his room. Because it's part of our habit and routine to just check the clothes every time we do the laundry, I don't have a big buildup of clothes that no longer fit. And then I always empty that basket when it starts to get full and put the clothes into storage, which brings me to my second tip. Have a separate storage location for old clothes and toys that you still want to keep. Babies' rooms and kids' rooms are already full of so much stuff with all their toys and everything else they got going on. So I feel like using their rooms as a storage place is just a bad idea. I keep my baby's old clothes in plastic boxes in our basement labeled by age. And I know not everyone has a basement, but I would try to find, if you can, a different location than your baby's room to put old things. Even your room might be better because you're probably not using it in the same way they are, where there's just always stuff everywhere and stuff that needs to be cleaned. My third tip is about that basket. I think it's really useful to have a little basket in the closet of stuff that needs to go into storage. That way it's not piling up and it's not in amongst the things that you are using. So it's in its own separate place, and you know when it gets full, it's time to move it into storage. My fourth tip is to just keep on top of the cleaning. We clean our baby's room every night before bed. It's part of their routine, so it's just not that messy because every evening all the toys get cleaned up and put away. I think this routine is also a good component of bedtime because I feel like it's setting up your mind and body to say, okay, it's time to go to sleep, the toys are going to sleep, now it's our turn, kind of thing. One other part about that I just want to add right here is that I think it also helps to not have too much stuff out in the room. So we make a lot of use of drawers and shelves and closets and things, and in the actual nursery there's very little stuff out and about on the floor, which makes it a lot easier to clean up. It's just the toys that we take out and use, and we put them right back where they were before. And my last tip is to try to not buy so much crap. We've made it to 1 year old and we really haven't bought too much. We were fortunate to receive lots of lovely gifts, but in terms of toys that we've bought, I really only invested in solid pieces that would grow with my baby. So wooden blocks and things like that I know he'll get a lot of use of. It was definitely really tempting because there's always all those sales and the dollar bins at Target, and there's so much, so I'm like, oh my gosh, that would make him so happy to have. But ultimately, not having a cluttered life, I think, is the happiest gift you can give. So yeah, I try to just not accumulate too much crap, and that makes it a lot easier to keep the room looking nice. So those are my top tips for you guys. I hope they found them helpful. Definitely let me know how you guys keep your rooms clean because I am always looking for new ideas. And thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more content like this. I make videos about being a Jewish mom and cleaning, organizing, all things like that. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Bye!